Welcome to the Holy Bible Study with Shelby. Today is Exodus chapter 25. Before we get started, men, start with us. Make sure you have your King James Version Bible. The other ones don't work. They're diluted. They're distorted. They're watered down. The King James Version Bible. Pen, paper, and patience. And Exodus chapter 25, and we'll get started. We'll let it, the audio go here, and I'll do a summary afterwards. But the first thing that's going to happen once this gets started is the offering of the sanctuary is what this is going to be talking about. Okay? So let's see what's going on.
25. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, that they bring me an offering. Of every man that giveth it willingly with his heart ye shall take my offering. And this is the offering which ye shall take of them, gold, and silver, and brass, and blue, and purple, and scarlet, and fine linen, and goat's hair, and ram skins dyed red, and badger skins, and shittim wood, oil for the light, spices for anointing oil, and for sweet incense, onyx stones, and stones to be set in the ephod and in the breastplate. And let them make me a sanctuary, that I may dwell among them. According to all that I shew thee, after the pattern of the tabernacle, and the pattern of all the instruments thereof, even so shall ye make it.
Now, they're getting ready to make this tabernacle. But the first thing he told them, to bring all these things, but bring it willingly. Don't be bringing it because you feel like you have to, or blah, blah, blah. Now, you got to want, God know your mind. This is where it just tell you, God give you a choice. You either want to do it or you don't. Okay? But they're getting ready to build this tabernacle. The next, we're getting ready to hear the Ark of the Covenant they're going to have to make. So let's find out how they're going to make this. And this Ark of the Covenant, now, we don't know what this looked like actually. Because man lies and tells they got this in a museum. They actually found this. But they're liars. Okay? I can show you in Revelation where that art is. Okay? It's in heaven with God. Okay? Man don't have it. All they did is made a replica of it. Okay? Man can lie to you all day long. I think they even said they got one in the White House right now. Okay? There's other people say they have it here. Everybody got it all over the place. Well, I can take you to Revelation and show you where exactly what God said it is. Who you going to listen to? Man or God? With that said, he's talking about the Ark of the Covenant now. And Google a picture of what it might have looked like. Okay? With the tabernacle that they was building, Google it. Picture. It'll show you pictures, give you a little peep of imagination what it might have looked like. And then look at the Google picture of the Ark of the Covenant might have looked like. Okay? All right? Let's find out about the Ark of the Covenant being ready to be talked about. Let's go.
And they shall make an ark of shittim wood, 2 cubits and a half shall be the length thereof, and 1 cubit and a half the breadth thereof, and 1 cubit and a half the height thereof. And thou shalt overlay it with pure gold, within and without shalt thou overlay it, and shalt make upon it a crown of gold round about. And thou shalt cast 4 rings of gold for it, and put them in the 4 corners thereof. And 2 rings shall be in the one side of it, and 2 rings in the other side of it. And thou shalt make staves of shittim wood, and overlay them with gold. And thou shalt put the staves into the rings by the sides of the ark, that the ark may be borne with them. The staves shall be in the rings of the ark, they shall not be taken from it. And thou shalt put into the ark the testimony which I shall give thee.
The testimony, that's the 10 Commandments. And something else is going to go in there as we find out. But definitely the 10 Commandments, okay?
And thou shalt make a mercy seat of pure gold. 2 cubits and a half shall be the length thereof, and 1 cubit and a half the breadth thereof. And thou shalt make 2 cherubims of gold, of beaten work shalt thou make them in the 2 ends of the mercy seat. And make 1 cherub on the one end, and the other cherub on the other end. Even of the mercy seat shall ye make the cherubims on the 2 ends thereof. And the cherubims shall stretch forth their wings on high, covering the mercy seat with their wings. And their faces shall look one to another, Toward the mercy seat shall the faces of the cherubims be. And thou shalt put the mercy seat above upon the ark. And in the ark thou shalt put the testimony that I shall give thee. And there I will meet with thee, and I will commune with thee from above the mercy seat, from between the two cherubims which are upon the ark of the testimony, of all things which I will give thee in commandment unto the children of Israel.
Okay, so once again, this testimony was the commandments. This mercy, they had to take this commandment and open this mercy and put it inside that seat. Okay, the next thing that they're describing is the table of the showbread. Now, just read along. There's a lot of homework and takes them. You have to go back and do your homework on this. There's a lot to it, but let's listen to it and go from there.
Thou shalt also make a table of shittim wood. 2 cubits shall be the length thereof, and a cubit the breadth thereof, and a cubit and a half the height thereof. And thou shalt overlay it with pure gold, and make thereto a crown of gold round about. And thou shalt make unto it a border of an handbreadth round about. And thou shalt make a golden crown to the border thereof round about. And thou shalt make for it 4 rings of gold, and put the rings in the 4 corners that are on the 4 feet thereof. Over against the border shall the rings be for places of the staves to bear the table. And thou shalt make the staves of shittim wood, and overlay them with gold, that the table may be borne with them. And thou shalt make the dishes thereof, and spoons thereof, and covers thereof, and bowls thereof, to cover withal. Of pure gold shalt thou make them. And thou shalt set upon the table shewbread before me alway.
Okay, like I said, the shewbread, we'll get into it. It's going to be more into Leviticus and Numbers. We'll hear a whole lot about this because, like I said, they're building the tabernacle and the Ark Covenant. Now they're going to talk about the golden lamps and the other things. So let's continue.
And thou shalt make a candlestick of pure gold. Of beaten work shall the candlestick be made. His shaft, and his branches, his bowls, his knobs, and his flowers shall be of the same. And 6 branches shall come out of the sides of it, 3 branches of the candlestick out of the one side, and 3 branches of the candlestick out of the other side. 3 bowls made like unto almonds, with a knop and a flower in one branch, and 3 bowls made like almonds in the other branch, with a knop and a flower. So in the 6 branches that come out of the candlestick. And in the candlestick shall be 4 bowls made like unto almonds, with their knops and their flowers. And there shall be a knop under 2 branches of the same, and a knop under 2 branches of the same, and a knop under 2 branches of the same, according to the 6 branches that proceed out of the candlestick. Their knops and their branches shall be of the same. All it shall be one beaten work of pure gold. And thou shalt make the 7 lamps thereof. And they shall light the lamps thereof, that they may give light over against it. And the tongs thereof, and the snuff dishes thereof, shall be of pure gold. Of a talent of pure gold shall he make it, with all these vessels. And look that thou make them after their pattern, which was shewed thee in the mount. One to another.
In the mount. So, he talked about the offering for the sanctuary. He talked about the Ark of the Covenant, which man claimed they have in the museum. I think they talk about it, got one in the White House. Other countries say they found thing, they haven't. No. It's in, Revelation will tell you where it's at. Okay? And they talked about the table of showbread and the golden lampstand. All this is in Leviticus. We're going to find in Leviticus. How this is all, once they build this tabernacle and the Ark of the Covenant, and then all the things that's going to go inside this tabernacle, and how all the 3 stages to it, when we get into Leviticus, okay? It's no point in talking about it until we get to that point, because it does do nothing but confuse you. But on your own time, if you do your homework, you can go out there and check it out, but I go chapter by chapter and verse by verse. I don't like to jump into other chapters. So with that said, Exodus chapter 25, looking forward to 26. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, and make sure you share the content if you find any truth. And be happy, stay safe, and thank you for your time.